Hello and welcome to ASAP History. Today we'll be learning about Isaac Newton. Born on Christmas Day 1642, Isaac Newton was an English scientist and mathematician who was inspired by the likes of Galileo Galilei and Johannes Kepler. He is best known for his work with gravity. After an unfortunate accident involving a falling apple, Newton began to question why the apple fell. Through intense observation, he was able to conjure up his famous 3 laws of gravity. Law number 1. Every object in a state of uniform motion tends to remain in that state of motion unless an external force is applied to it. This law is also known as the law of inertia. In other words, objects will stay in a state of permanent rest or motion until an outside force acts upon it, such as a wall. Law number 2. The relationship between an object's mass, m, its acceleration, a, and the applied force, F, is force equals mass times acceleration, or F equals m times a. Put more simply, this law states that the amount of change in motion is less the larger the object. A lighter object is easier to push than a heavier one. Law number 3. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. You can never push an object without the object pushing back on you. Take a rocket, for example. The thrust from the rocket pushes against the ground, and the ground pushes back against the rocket, allowing it to take off. In addition to his work with gravity, Newton is largely credited with the invention of calculus. Needless to say, this is an invention largely hated by the population of the Earth. However, in spite of this, it is impossible to deny its importance. Many sciences depend at least somewhat on the application of calculus. In physics, for example, all concepts in mechanics and electromagnetism are connected through calculus. In addition to this, the application of calculus can be found in computer science, statistics, engineering, medicine, and many more fields of study. As we now know, Isaac Newton was an incredibly impactful individual in the world of science. His discoveries with gravity and his invention of calculus merely scratched the surface of what his brilliant mind was able to do. But if you want to learn more about that, you'll have to come back next time on ASAP History.